My name is Bailey, and today I'm going to be talking about the film genre comedy. First off, I'm going to be talking about what are the characteristics of comedy. Number one, it's humor. It's the overall purpose is to make the audience laugh. Number two, they usually include an exaggerated action, whether that be talking about a story or a physical action such as walking. And overall, they usually have a happy ending. Now, there are a variety of subgenres of comedy. Just to name a few is slapstick, romantic, and parody. Now, the early history, comedy is one of the first film genres. The first comedy film came out in 1985. It was a French 45-second film called The Sprinkler Sprinkled. Now, the official comedy genre wasn't established until 1912, and some early films are Batty's Finish and Tilly's Punctured Romance of 1914. I also want to state that early directors, films, writers, they were usually all the same person when film first started. Alright, so in my opinion, I think when comedy really reached its peak was the silent film era, roughly between 1912 and 1927. This mainly consisted of slapstick comedy, which was physical comedy. Some important directors that came out of that was Buster Keaton in the top corner and Charlie Chaplin. They produced films such as Sherlock Jr. and Easy Street. And what really set these directors apart was their impact, not only just on the comedy film, but on how film in general is directed today. They also included social messages in their pieces. And another thing that set them apart is how they were able to grab the attention of the audience with next to nothing, including no sound and no color. Now, talking about their influence on later comedy, some important directors to include is Woody Allen and Mel Brooks, and important actors are Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey. These actors are important for their clown-like persona, which they took from the characteristics from the silent film slapstick comedy era. So all of these directors and actors got their ideas from the silent films. I also want to include that Chaplin and Keaton, with their comedy film, included that the main character was kind of a little guy versus society, and that is characteristics that actors like these take care of. And lastly, I want to talk about comedy now. Comedy, especially since the 21st century, has changed into more of a raunchy R-rated films. Some that I included was Deadpool, Hangover, and Sausage Party, as in the picture. I also want to include that I feel like comedy has changed into more of a subgenre. It's usually not the main focus now. It's usually set apart, such as comedy action and comedy thriller. Overall, I feel like that comedy is still popular today and is still very relevant. It's just usually not the main focus of movies. And there's my works cited page. And there it is. Thank you for listening.